Welcome to Whiskey and Whiskers, episode 2 version.
Fuck you.
This year is Chop.
Gator.
Chris.
Blake. I guess third time's a charm.
Yeah, fuck it.
Fucking assholes. Let's see what's in the box.
What's in the box?
Welcome everybody this week to our podcast.
We tried to start the show 3 times and we fucked it up all 3 times.
Yeah.
We're going to get it right this time though.
It's Blake's fault.
Boom. Cody Road. This
Cody
week.
Road.
Single bourbon whiskey. Let's see.
That's all I need to know.
Mississippi River Distilling Company, and we'll talk more about it later.
It's brown.
Sick. We're drinking bourbon. Sounds like a plan.
So topic, I guess let's start off with a while back on one of our other shows, we talked about trying to open a sex doll brothel, right?
Yeah.
So I guess the sex doll brothel in Canada has expanded to open 2 more stores, and I think it's a genius idea.
Franchise?
Yeah. Whiskey and Whiskers franchise opportunities.
Dude.
Hell yeah.
We're going to be the choice podcast for your local robot brothel.
Damn, dude.
Would you guys fuck a robot?
Oh, yeah.
It depends.
That's making quite a large assumption that nobody in this room has fucked a robot.
It can't look like a person.
All right, here, I'm going to pop this bottle. Hang on.
Dude, I'd say if your pocket pussy has fucking
Shut
batteries in it, then...
Nice. That was good.
Yeah.
If your pocket pussy has batteries in it, then you fucked a robot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine
Mine doesn't, though.
That's
so.
where I'm going to stand with that.
Ooh, nice glug.
Mine doesn't have batteries. It has a hole.
So the design of
Is
that
that
model
like
seems good.
pedal powder or something like that? You pedal and here you go.
Oh, that's smart.
It's
Get your heart rate going. Cardio.
Yeah.
So it's actually a workout?
Yeah, man. That'd be an intense workout.
I
It's
thought you beat off because you didn't want to go through the workout.
No, mine is analog.
So...
No machine parts. It's just a straight. You grab it.
Your hand?
Yeah. Well, no. There's a
Oh, are we talking about
utensil.
all of our personal...
He stuffed a rubber glove in a fucking toilet paper,
paper
tube.
roll?
Yeah.
Yeah, not a little tampon fucking plastic thing. One of those.
What's the most fucked up thing you've ever beat off with?
Ooh.
With?
Yeah. Come on.
Uh,
Come
I always
on.
had a
Yeah,
hard
that's pretty
time.
bad.
I always had a hard time fitting my thing in stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It didn't fit into standard stuff, I guess, that I had access to.
The holes are always way too big.
Yeah, couldn't feel nothing.
I don't know, dude. Yeah, if you're gonna sit here and tell me you've never tried to fuck the couch, you're a liar.
Nope, never tried that.
You're a
Call me
liar.
Not couch, but mattress.
All right, fuck you guys. I'll go right off the deep end. Let's do this.
All right.
Pringles can. You line it with sponges and then
my
fill the insides. You fill the insides with condoms.
Oh my god.
With condoms?
Yeah, like you
How do
wrap
you
the
have that
outside.
many condoms?
You have to buy them.
Sounds expensive.
Yeah.
bro.
Why not just use like rubber gloves or something?
$35 in fucking Magnum condoms later.
Well, no. I had a bunch of used condoms laying around.
They're my roommates. He wasn't going to use them again. He just threw them in the trash can like they're waste.
I'm
Pringles
just saying.
can,
Sometimes you get fucking. You get creative.
So, did you ever try and close your dick in the refrigerator?
No.
Dude,
You're on your own on that one, bro.
dude, it's cold and it's got the rubber thing. Come on. No?
No, but now I'm questioning eating food at your house.
The hot gate.
No. All right, look, it's not something that works. It's just something you try out when you're 14 years old, 13 years old. You know?
Sticking your dick in the vacuum.
Oh, no. I've never done that.
Danger.
I thought about it. I'm not going to lie and say I didn't think about it. But then you take and you put your hand on it, it goes, and you're like, no,
way.
I'm not doing it.
How many times do
That's
you
as
gotta
far as
hurt
I got.
yourself before you stop sticking your dick in things?
No, it's caught in the window this time.
It's like Dennis Rodman. I broke my dick 3 times.
Yikes.
I never tried the vacuum, but
That would hurt
kind of
so
the same
bad.
boat. Like I definitely was like, maybe.
No.
Nope, never crossed my mind.
Nope.
Dude, the refrigerator is
No, I'm
cold.
with,
And
I'm with
close
you.
it and
Probably crossed my mind, but
you close it in the refrigerator and you go, that's kind of, nah.
no, dude. That sounds like punishment. Like if I was going to torture somebody, I'm like, I'm going to slam your dick in the refrigerator.
No. You're being way weird. You're projecting. You're projecting. I'm not slamming my dick in the refrigerator. I'm just between the two rubber seals, and you close it, and it's cold, and you're like,
Whoa,
there's
rubber seals. When did you bring them into the picture, man?
Yeah, you never fucked rubber seals?
God, dude. In my refrigerator? Hell no, dude. It's too cold in there.
I did, but it was with a club, not with my penis.
If they're rubber seals, they don't have to be in the refrigerator.
Oh my god. All right, well, then we've all fucked a mattress, right?
Yeah.
Or a pillow.
Even involuntarily. Like,
See,
while
that's
you're
not
sleeping.
even entertaining. Everybody that's listening has fucked a mattress or a pillow.
Yeah.
But guys, you should try and stick your dick in the refrigerator if you haven't.
Why not the magic cooler at this point, man? Is that bad?
No, that lid's kind of heavy. Ouch.
Ouch.
Is that as bad? A refrigerator door is heavy, man. When somebody runs around the corner and close the refrigerator door, and you're like, ow!
Again, the point is not to slam your dick in anything.
It could be accidental.
Uh,
I don't know, man. Doesn't sound like a good idea.
All right, let's take these shots.
God. Yeah, kids, don't stick
my
your
God.
dick in the refrigerator.
Hey, that's a solid opener, though.
Yeah, I
boys.
guess.
Cheers.
Good closer.
Huh. Whew. All right.
Huh.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
It tastes different.
It's different.
Not
So
the like down the windpipe, or I mean the esophagus or whatever, but like the actual taste in your mouth.
Why are you crying?
yeah, my face had the reaction of Sour Patch Kids. That's why.
Yeah, that was
No, I
something
think
else.
I think the next one we take, y'all are going to be like, okay, I get it.
No.
Maybe we'll see.
So tonight's a pretty big night with UFC going on.
Oh, dude, I'm so excited. Okay, we're
It's
not
a-
gonna
it's
We're
a-
not going to go deep because we did do a midweek on this, but
Yeah.
we're not gonna go like balls in the refrigerator deep, but
I
we
thought
can
it was
talk about it
cock
for
in
a
the
few minutes.
refrigerator. I guess that's pretty
It's
deep.
a monumentous night. And so, of course, with all the brilliance that sits in this room, we decided, hey, why not record on the same night that we're all going to party all night? So we have a huge opportunity here to try and make it to the title fight, which will
What he's saying
happen
is we're all gonna get drunk before we even get to the
yeah.
yeah, so
because we're recording an episode before the fight.
yeah, we're doing a show, and then we have like 5 hours of entertaining people and watching fights before the main event happens. So,
But I'm excited. I'm smoking some chicken wings. I'm gonna do 3 or 4 different flavors.
That's not good for you.
I got a giant.
Yeah.
I got a giant fillet of salmon on the smoker also. Bunch of people coming over, and yeah, we're gonna watch the Conor McGregor
Cowboy
Cowboy
fight.
Cerrone fight.
Man.
Hell yeah.
And
gonna
I'm
be
just
good.
gonna say, I'll bet you right now $20 on Cerrone.
What? Or do we want to get technical about it? How? When?
does he
Or
get
just the fight?
Does
Yeah.
he get odds?
We can do the this method, the brackets later. But just me and you right now. This person, that person. I got 20 on Cowboy. You got me?
Y'all folks hear that? That's a crisp 20 straight out of the old ATM.
All right, shake on it on the show.
Yeah. I'm down. I want fucking McGregor.
Boom.
And I'm going to go hard, and I'm going to call
See,
it.
you're
I'm gonna-
fucking
All right,
with my
it's
head
official.
right now because last week when we did our midweek, you called Cowboy 4th round TKO, same as me.
Oh, I did. But
Yeah.
no, that was bullshit. I'm throwing it all out. No, dude, it's McGregor, man.
Dude,
Here's-
since we've recorded, they did the
Weigh-ins?
promotion event.
Yeah.
They're doing the weigh-ins, I think. Oh, they did the weigh-ins.
They
did
already
the
did the
weigh-ins.
weigh-ins. All it's done,
Dude,
man.
Cowboy outdressed McGregor. And McGregor showed up in typical McGregor fashion. He had his fly ass suit that had tigers on the inside of the jacket or whatever the fuck. Cowboy shows up in a black python skin jacket, and he's wearing a hat that's like a cross between Stevie Ray Vaughan and Clint Eastwood.
And like Undertaker.
And
Yeah.
Blood on his brow.
And when he's sitting at the table and they're interviewing him, you can't see his eyes because the hat like shades his eyes. All you see is this big ass beard and nothing where his eyes should be. He looks like if the Grim Reaper was a cowboy, that's what he looked like.
What's that
Oh, yeah.
horror movie where it's like a dark shadow, but he has the hat? And he Cheapers Creepers. You ever seen the bad guy in Cheapers Creepers? That's what he looked like.
Dude, he
Just like a dark shadow with eyes and like a hat on. Man.
And then I also got to say, this is the first time I've ever seen Conor McGregor
Be
like
respectful,
show
going.
respect. Yeah,
He's humble.
Yeah.
He was like, how can you not respect this guy? He's fought more times in the UFC than anybody. He's got more wins, and then
Dude, he fought 3 times last year.
and then they tried to twist up. They tried to choke up Cowboy and be like, "Oh, you're upset that so and so's getting paid. Well, that's They tried to make it a thing, and he was like, "No, don't fuck with my words. Like Conor took this fight." Anybody that fights Conor is going to make money. Conor, thank you for taking this fight. I'm finally getting paid what I deserve.
Yeah.
Like,
So I wholeheartedly agree with everything about Cowboy. Like, Cowboy's definitely like Hall of Famer, badass motherfucker, like well deserved what he has. But when it comes down to it, I think McGregor's going to win. If McGregor doesn't win,
that's because you gingers stick together.
Yikes, dude. Yeah, man. I'll stick by the Irish, man. He's got this, dude.
At the weigh-ins, they were super respectful to each other too, which was cool. And speaking of the weigh-ins, y'all should check out the Holly Holm weigh-in. She came out in a mini skirt and fucking stripper heels and looks like Sharon Stone walking across the stage. Straight
All right.
up. Straight
Well,
up.
then,
She's pretty skinny.
then we have to go there. Would you bang Holly Holm?
Yeah.
Hold on, can we pause for a minute? I need to go beat off real quick.
Knowing that she's going to kick the shit out of you?
Leave Blake's
Also?
mattress alone.
Would it be a?
Hey, don't put your dick in my refrigerator. You got your own refrigerator.
Would it be in like exchange? Like you can have sex with her, but she's gonna kick your ass.
No, like
Can I
while
have
you're
sex
having
first?
while you're having sex with her, she's
'Cause it
also
doesn't
going to
matter.
punch you in the face occasionally and maybe choke you a little bit.
I don't know. What are the rules? Can I hit back?
That's kind of normal, isn't it?
I think so, but she's going to win.
All right.
I accept these terms. Yeah. I think you have to. I
Yeah,
think you have to.
Yeah.
almost without a doubt. Like, there's no reason not to at that point. You're getting the best of both worlds.
It was a good weigh-in.
Gets the blood going. You know what I mean?
I'm excited about tonight. I hope I can pace myself and manage to get to where I see the fights tonight instead of tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. The 5-second Twitter. You're like, oh yeah, cool.
Oh yeah, I kind of vaguely remember that.
Somebody got knocked out. Cowboy got knocked out last night. Oh yeah.
Turns out I got knocked out too.
Yeah.
Cowboy's he's gonna be out tonight, but it's gonna be after he beats the shit out of McGregor and then he gets super drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah. After he gets knocked out.
I'm
So-
excited. Hey, look, is it a thing that McGregor and Holm are on the same cards? Because as we sit here, I'm looking at UFC 196 poster that was Dos Anjos and McGregor and Holly Holm and Misha Tate.
Yeah.
Which Misha Tate, by the way.
McGregor won that.
He didn't. That fight didn't happen. That fight didn't happen.
That one didn't. Later
He didn't fight.
He didn't fight Dos
Anjos.
Anjos. Oh yeah, I was thinking. Homeboy that he knocked out. In
I
10
think
seconds.
that was a welterweight fight too. He was at 170, or he's supposed to be for this fight. And I think after that he fought Nate Diaz.
So I kind of want to recap on last week a little bit for a couple reasons. One, we drank the American
barrels.
right. So I feel like as professionals,
Which, by the way, that picture that I posted of the American barrels on Instagram did pretty well. People seem to
really like guns and whiskey.
really
Who'd have
like
thought?
guns and whiskey.
Turns out we live in America.
But we're professionals, and I'm trying to keep us professional. So I want to
luck with
recap. What how did you guys feel as far as hangover and drunkenness that night?
I was good. I was solid. Drunkenness was there.
Drunkenness was there, but I was at work on time and productive that day as well.
For sure, I didn't feel much of a hangover. I woke up kind of grumpy, but I also didn't sleep like a lot of hours. So
You're always grumpy too, dude.
yeah, for sure. And then drunkenness was there for sure. I appreciate it.
So on our scale of 1 to 5 drunkenness, I don't know. I'll give it a 3.5.
Yeah, for sure.
It was a good bottle, and it was a good time. There was a lot of debate. Last week's episode, I think, could be considered fairly controversial. So tell us what you think about that in our comment sections.
So also going back to last week, we talked about how Australia was on fire. And there's like thoughts selling nudes for it and stuff.
Hell yeah.
So they took it a step further. Now they're selling fucking brush fire dildos that are $65.
No. This is important. $69.
$69. Yeah, you're right.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a deal I can't pass up.
Yeah.
Wait, I have a note here. $69 brush fire dildo benefiting Australia.
And something about their marketing campaign was something along the lines of like, Australia's fucked and now you can be too, with the $69 brush fire dildo.
Didn't
I wish they sold pocket refrigerators for $69 benefiting Australia.
It'd be pretty heavy, man.
Because,
You couldn't carry that around. Come on.
But yeah, so updates since then. It started raining on Australia, so they fixed the fires. But luckily for Australia, everything was fucked already, so it started flooding. So it went from on fire to underwater in a week.
They're tough. They'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
Hopefully we get rid of all those fucking spiders and stuff.
Yeah, we're just trying to drown those koalas so that, like, the few that remain, we're just going to drown them and
Yeah.
we can move on.
Fucking drop bears.
Drop bears.
They found the ark.
God damn it. So I just went to Miami for a week for work, and so that's part of the reason that we're recording on a Saturday.
Did
before
you
the
eat
fights.
some Cuban food?
I did, yeah.
Did you go to Vasalis or
The street?
no the restaurant?
No. I went to the historical Cuban street or whatever. That's right
I fucked
there.
up because I totally knew you were there, and I totally could have told you where to go get food at for Cuban food.
Oh, I was super poor. It didn't matter. But I did
It
go to
wasn't expensive though.
I went to the historical Cuban street and stuff, and I did go down to the beach once or twice. I was working, so it was few and far between. But
Yeah. Oh look, I get to see the beach at 12:30 a.m. or whatever. Yeah, in the middle of the night.
yeah. But it was a good fucking time, and managed to get some pictures of whiskey in a really fucking nice hotel. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, there are really nice hotels in Miami.
Yeah, for sure. But so a couple things. One, I saw exotic cars are a big thing in Miami,
yeah.
right? So they rent them. They show up they're
okay.
everywhere, right?
Yeah, I got some good advice on that too.
While I was going from the airport to my hotel, I was in a Uber or Lyft or whatever the fuck, and I saw a fucking Lamborghini that was cut in half. That it was raining and shitty the day that I got there, and some motherfucker fucking split a Lamborghini in half.
Wow.
Yikes.
I mean, I guess that's one thing you could do with a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
So if you travel there and you're in a situation where you need to rent a car, what I learned there is there's this company called Sixt. Fucking shameless drop. Anyways, their whole schematic behind how they do car rentals is they only rent luxury cars, right? So but they also stay competitive with the other car rental rates, which is crazy. So if you use them, and you go get the lowest level car, you're going to end up with a E-Class Mercedes car. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But it's going to be a Benz.
Hell yeah.
So I highly recommend using them if you go rent a car there.
Nice. But so I wanted to talk a little bit more about my experience there because one of the really standout moments of this entire trip for me was a cocksucker of the week. So I finished work and I have 24 hours before my flight, right? So we finish, 1, 2 o'clock. My plane flies out 2 o'clock the next day. So I got some time to kill. And so I go hit the beach, do my thing, and then go crash, get up the next day, and I feel like shit. I'm starting to get sick. I don't feel well. And I have to check out of my hotel, and I have a 3-hour gap before I go to the airport, right? So long story short, I end up in this McDonald's bathroom, right? Because I'm shitting because I drank whiskey. And
Which is what you do in a McDonald's bathroom.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Whiskey shits.
this particular McDonald's, there's a stall and a urinal. That's it, right? One stall, one urinal.
So you shit in the urinal.
You're right.
I bet you've done that. It's okay.
No. So I go into the stall, and I haven't even gotten food or anything. I just am fuck, I need to go to the bathroom, ran to this McDonald's, sit in the stall. And, people are coming in or out or whatever. And then everybody leaves, and there's one fucking guy left, right? Urinal's open, and he's fucking got moon boots, dude. I'm talking fucking high top, fucking 7-pound sneakers, and he's stomping around the bathroom pacing, right? And keeps knocking on the door to the stall. And I'm like, dude, I'm fucking sick. I'm just trying to chill for a minute. I'm trying, and so I ride this out for.
Which the implication then is okay, this guy has to shit.
Yeah, this guy has
because
to
the
shit,
urinal's
really.
open, right?
Right. Yeah. So he's fucking stomping around in his moon boots.
Which, by the way, I've been there. You're about to shit your pants, and you
Yeah,
need
there's somebody in the stall,
and you're like, bro, you need to hurry because this is about to happen.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Totally understand that. So I'm feeling the pressure, right? I'm getting anxious, being like, dude, I gotta get the fuck out of here. And so
This guy's about to shit all over the floor.
yeah. So
I gotta walk through it.
I'm like, fuck, all right. And, I I try and clean up and get ready and get out of there.
Get your shit together, so to speak.
Yeah, so to speak.
You're pooping
So I finish up, flush, open the fucking thing, grab my backpack, and walk out to wash my hands, right? And this dude fucking walks into the stall and pees with the fucking stall door open. Right? He's not taking a shit. He's got the stall door open, so he doesn't care if people see him taking a piss.
Which is important because, like, I mean,
standing.
Some people cannot pee in front of other people. Now, this is not a problem I have, but I've definitely I've been at a concert or something, and you see the open urinal, and you're like, hey, go ahead, like, because you're in front of me, and the guy's like, nah, like, fuck it, dude, I'll go pee. Yeah. But there's certain people that they have to pee in a stall.
You're right, and that okay.
But those people close the door behind him.
Right, they close the door behind him because they don't want somebody to see him peeing in the stall. This motherfucker, like, casually sauntered into the stall after I left and pulled his dick out and peed standing with the stall door open while there was a urinal available for the whole fucking time that I'm like in a panic trying to get out of there.
And he ruined your whole shitting experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to rush it. Mm-hmm. That's the definition of pinching a loaf too when you got the broken crayon going on. You know?
For sure. So fuck that guy. And like people in Miami, if you're listening and you know this guy and he's done it to you maybe, somebody should say something.
Somebody should say. Did you say something?
No, I didn't. I should have.
You're a pussy, dude.
Were you outraged?
I was outraged, and I felt like shit. I wasn't feeling it. Like I was starting to get the fucking. You can hear it now. Like I got sniffles and shit, and like was kind of hungover, and I was just like, dude, fuck this. I'm out, and I didn't say anything, but I should have. And somebody needs to call that fucker out because that's some bullshit.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah. So cocksucker of the week, that guy. Fuck you.
No, but T for timeout, man. Okay, so that guy had to pee. But y'all ever been in a spot where like you gotta go? Like what's the craziest thing y'all ever done?
I got kicked out of a taxi on the freeway stuck in traffic in New York City on my way to JFK.
You were shitting in the back of the taxi?
Nope. I had to piss. I was shit drunk with somebody else. And we were heading to the airport to fly home. And it was wall-to-wall traffic, like fucking just 6 lanes of highway, dead stop. Like you're moving 5 feet every 5 minutes. You know what I mean? And I had to pee. And we had no opportunities here. And so I told the guy, I was like, dude, I gotta pee. Like, give me the cup and the floorboard up there, and I'm just gonna pee in the cup, and I'll keep it contained. I won't make a mess in your car. And like, no, you cannot pee in my cup. He got really mad, and I was like, well, you can either give me the cup or I can just pee in your fucking floorboard, pretty much, because I gotta go. We're in this car. There ain't no way that we can not be in this car. He kicked me out of the car, left me on the side of the road with all my bags of shit.
Damn.
So I had to call another Uber, and it was like, where are you at? And I'm like, I'm literally on the side of the highway, just head towards JFK. You'll pick me up on the side of the road. You can't miss me.
I want to pass this one around, but then I have another story after this. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm driving home. I have to pee really bad. It's going to happen, and it was like one of those maybe I can make it home type situations, and it's late at night. Maybe some other people had been drinking, definitely not me because I was driving. But I had to pee. I had to pee really bad, and you just whip it into a parking lot and you pee as fast as you can, with presumably people around. I mean, you're in a parking lot, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. But the idea is, I'm going to piss and I'm going to get the fuck out of here so fast that
you don't even know what's going to happen yet.
Like there's not going to be time for me to get in trouble.
The piss won't even hit the ground yet. I'm going to be back in my car hitting the road. Yeah.
So that's I don't know. I've peed in parking lot.
I can never think that because every time you're like, oh, it's just going to be a quick piss. It's the one that just goes on forever. You're just standing there and you're like,
if you can find a dumpster, if you can find a nice friendly dumpster to park and pee behind a building, I mean, that's the way to be.
I can recall being at a bachelor party and having like 8 dudes lined up against a wall on 6th Street, peeing on a wall.
On the side of the building?
Yeah.
He taught me how to pee on the building.
Mm-hmm.
I've had, I guess, number 2 be an issue before.
Yeah.
So when I was a younger man.
That's where I want to go.
I spent some time in the oil field, and we'd spend a lot of time at these certain locations where we're doing work. And it was in Colorado, so it was super cold. I don't know. Have you guys ever taken a shit in below zero weather?
No.
Yes.
In a porta potty?
I live in Texas. I don't.
In a
I don't
porta
fuck with
potty.
that shit.
In the woods, in the snow.
In a porta potty, though.
I've taken a shit in the woods and snow.
It's not fun, man. Especially when you put your ass on that like below zero seat and then you try to shit.
But you can just bury it in the snow when you're done. So.
Well, that's what I didn't want to go walk to this fucking porta potty and shit below zero. So I was sitting in the van with the mechanic, and he knew I was going to take a shit in the back of the van while he was sleeping because I told him I was going to. And man, yeah, I went back there and pulled my pants down over a fucking trash can we had in this like utility van.
Oh my god!
And I was letting her rip in this can. And he wakes up, dude. He was fucking steaming, dude. Gets snowballs. He's throwing snowballs at my ass. It was horrible.
I've been on the wrong end of a chop story before and had to shit in the trash can. Decided that the trash can was the optimum spot to shit rather than the urinal.
I don't. Huh.
So
Unlike you, the guy that I was beating the door down for when I actually had to shit wasn't trying to come out of there.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've done
And
that.
so I had to shit in the trash can.
I went trash can on that particular instance as well instead of urinal.
I was out on a boat in the bay, South Texas. We're fishing, right?
Shitting off the side of a boat's weird.
No, hang on. So there's like there's three of us. Me, one other guy are the two that are paying for this guide, and then the fishing guide. Fishing guide was great, by the way. He put us on the fish. We caught monster fish all day. Also, the fishing guide was 350 pounds. I mean, he was a big boy. And we're on this like it's a pontoon boat, flat, like it's flat and it has the real low rails, you know, so you can walk around the whole deck. It was a good fishing boat. It was little different than most fishing boats that you would, you know, go out with anyway. So I'm out there with this guide and he's like, "Man, I got to take a shit." And you know, we're in the bay. Where are you going to go? Normally my brain goes, "Okay, you jump in the bay, you pull your swim shorts down, you shit in the
Not
ocean.
if you're shitting.
Then you climb back out."
You're flawed there. Not if you're shitting. If you're shitting, you don't want to be in the water where you're shitting because it's going to come up and then you got shit all over your back.
Well, that's just what I assumed. I don't know.
You shit off the side of the boat. This
Dude,
is what
no.
I was getting at.
Okay, then you shit off the side of the boat even. Like that's an option also. This guy was like, "I need to take a shit." And we're like, I mean, fuck, it's his boat. Like, what, you know, what are we going to do? Dude, he had a Homer bucket and he went and he swooshed up some water, dumped it out, swooshed up a little bit of water. So there's like, I don't know, 2 or 3 inches in the bottom of this Homer bucket. And he takes it to the back of the boat, sets it next to the motor, drops trowel and starts shitting in this fucking bucket while we're out on the bay. And me and the guy that I was fishing with are like as far off the front of the boat as we can. And we're just like, just keep fishing. Just don't even look. Keep fishing. We're both like shoulder to shoulder casting off the bow of the boat. Because it's only like a 16-foot boat, and we can just hear like he's blowing it up, dude.
Chop suey, huh?
And he gets done, and he dumps it off the boat, and then he takes the bucket again, swishes it, dumps it off again, and then just carries on. Like, all right,
Throw your fish in the bucket.
oh my god, dude.
No, motherfucker. I've never been on a boat where there's been a bucket. That's a little more.
He's prepared, man.
He's prepared. Yeah, that's
That's awesome.
I guess the big takeaway from this story is this guy had done this before.
Yeah.
And this is not a small motherfucker. This was a big dude.
That's a more civilized way to do it than off the side of the boat. Because when I've seen people have to shit on a boat, a lot of times it's not a pontoon boat. It's like a fucking ski boat, and they're towards the back side of the boat with their just naked ass hanging off, trying to shit enough off of the side of the boat.
Yeah, but
So fucked.
I'm more talking like as a guide. How do you think that's gonna go down? Like, are you fucking with your tips? All right, how about this? Would you tip a guy if he put you on the fish, but also took a gnarly shit while you were on the boat?
Yeah, I paid him to fucking put me on the fish, not to be
Dude,
civilized.
yeah, I've been in worse scenarios. Like, fuck yeah, like, yeah.
Dude, sometimes you gotta shit, man.
We tipped him. We caught
I can tell you
monster
this:
fish.
if you fucking
He was a good fisherman.
If you needed to shit, you would have been thankful as fuck for that fucking bucket. I can tell you that.
So,
Yeah, dude, you can't.
he had a
blame
designated shit bucket.
Yeah.
So
Smart.
you can't blame somebody when nature calls and they're fucking out in the middle of the like, dude. You do what you got to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's a fraternity weekend, say, called the Outdoorsmen's Club, and they take this shitting in weird places to like an extreme. And to get initiated into this Outdoorsman Club, you have to shit in weird places.
I feel like we're talking about shit for like the entire episode.
So I've heard this has been passed down, but
We also talked about weird things you stick your dick in, so
Yeah.
we seem to be right on par.
so my dad told me about this, and I guess when they were in college, they'd like shit in the back of taxis or people's cars they're hitchhiking with. Telephone booths and call a telephone, and people would go answer it and step in shit, or they'd shit on a paper plate and run across traffic and smash it on a windshield.
Dude, what the fuck?
Fuck those people.
Yeah.
That's so awesome. You wouldn't do that? You didn't do hood rat shit like that when you were a kid?
No, the only hood rat shit is the
Not with shit. No, I never.
shit in the bag and light it on fire on somebody's porch. Like,
All right, so
that's a growing up right. Every fucking buddy did that or knew somebody that did that.
Except for Blake. Blake didn't do that. He peed in it.
I can think of 5 things that are just as sketchy that Blake's done.
chop.
Hold on.
We can't talk about
What's
doo-doo.
Eminem dropped a new album.
Yeah, he did. Let's pour up shots and then talk about it.
All right, let's do that.
As a matter of fact, I'll go ahead and kick it off. So 2 albums dropped the same day. It was Eminem's new album and Mac Miller's new album.
Yeah.
And we'll get into this a little bit more thoroughly. But
You know what they have in common?
they're both rappers.
They both died 3 years ago. I'm just playing. I actually like Eminem.
So what I will say right out the gates is that I don't think this whiskey's going to go down as well as you think it is.
Oof.
Good thing my ambition always exceeds my talent.
I do. I like the first shot. Let's try this.
Whew. Alrighty then, boys. Cheers.
Oh. All right. Cody Road, single bourbon whiskey. Single barrel.
Single barrel.
Dude, it's got a batch number. It's got a bottle number.
Nice.
It's in a unique bottle. It's in it,
Yeah.
It's got like
It's pretty busy on the front. I'm not going to lie. It's got a lot going on. It's a busy label compared to the other ones we've been checking out.
let's see here. Damn, I can't read.
Finally admits it.
Buffalo Bill Cody, live life large, born just a mile from our distillery. We honor his legend with a big whiskey. This limited wheated bourbon is hand-selected 1 barrel at a time, bottled at a barrel proof of 105. Ooh, that's why.
Damn.
Oh.
No wonder.
We encourage you to live life large the Cody Road way.
Damn.
That's
And
that's
it tells
deep.
it tells the breakdown, like what's in it. Like grain bill, 78%
Oh, nobody cares about that.
corn, 20% wheat. Da da da.
Good thing we started with the 105 proof for the day that we need to drink whiskey for 7 straight
105
hours.
proof.
Man.
That's what it is. All right. So let's break it down real quick.
Well, it changes my shit because
Yeah.
The crunch makes more
Sweetness?
sense.
No sweet. I'm gonna give it a 2.
1.5 to
1.5. Yeah.
All right, crunch. Oh, it's got the
Lots
crunch.
of crunch. 4. 4.
3 for me.
I'm calling it 4.
I don't think it's that crunchy, but it's close.
It's crunch.
Three
Dude,
and a half. We'll call it 3.5.
What is it gonna take to make a 4 on crunch if it's not that?
It's got to have flies in it
Have you ever had Booker's?
and solid. It's got to have solid mass.
Have you ever had Booker's?
See, I get like Jim Beam's Devil Cut. I'll give that like a 4.5.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That type of shit.
And I feel like that's a 4. If Devil's Cut's a 4.5, that's a 4.
Bite? How do you feel about bite?
It's got
got
some
it.
bite.
It's got some bite, but
I'll
it's
give
not
the bite over the crunch. I think it's got a 4 bite.
It's not for me. It's not so much the intensity of the bite. It's that it doesn't really taste good.
Yeah, I'm giving it like a 3.5 or 4.
Yeah.
Bottle? Unique bottle. That's
Yeah.
a unique bottle.
So,
That's special for that.
I give it
Yeah.
some marks on the bottle. The extra little bubble like on the neck makes it pour really fucking nice from what I could tell. The cork pop is solid. The bottle is unique
I don't
and
love
has
the
an
label.
old Western look. I like it.
I don't love the label, but I like the bottle.
Yeah.
Drunkenness, I feel like you can't
Can't even
take
argue with
away.
105 proof.
Dude,
Fuck.
that's I
was
back when I
wondering-
thought I was a hard ass. I used to drink Wild,
Wild
Turkey.
Turkey 101.
101.
Yeah.
Oh
Dude,
my god.
That's 105. So I'm gonna give that a 4
Yeah,
at least.
it's working.
4 or 4.5. For whiskey, I'm saying 4.5. Like if 5 is fucking 151 or something like that, but that's not even whiskey. Like,
That's
whiskey
rum.
doesn't go
Yeah.
that high, you know?
That's wrong.
Drunkenness is Everclear. I mean, like that's 5.
Is that even whiskey though?
No, it's just
It's grain alcohol,
It's
right?
Yeah.
Russian whiskey.
So
No, it's just grain alcohol.
as on the scale of whiskey, I feel like that's a 4 or 4.5 for drunkenness.
So now, as an aside, again, these scales are just for reference. They're not like we think it's good or bad.
right.
Where do you think it like is? Do you like it?
No.
Personally, do you like it?
No.
No.
I would rather drink wild turkey.
But at
I like it.
At 105 proof, though, I'm sure it's quite economical.
I like it.
Yeah.
I think it'll put hair on your chest. I think these guys have small dicks. I think you should check it out.
You're not wrong.
Yeah,
No, this is good. I'm intrigued. My balls are tingling.
I don't know, man. All right, so let's
Makes me
rate-
get the crazy eyes.
To me, it
you know?
doesn't taste good, and it doesn't go down smooth.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. But let's rein it back in. All right, so Eminem, Mac Lethal, both new
All right.
albums.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and start with Eminem. His new album's really good. He's gonna get some shit for it. I think he already is getting shit for it.
So
Well,
I saw it. I saw it that it dropped yesterday. Actually, I saw Mac Miller's album drop first. I just happened to see it first. I don't know how. And then later in the day, someone was like, "Eminem dropped a new album today," and I was like, "No, it didn't compute because he just dropped Kamikaze like
So
a year ago."
2
years
And
ago.
so my brain went. Someone put MM for Mac Miller.
right.
And this dude just read it wrong. So I look it up after listening to the new Mac Miller album. I look it up and no shit, Eminem dropped a new album today also. Eminem's album is solid.
Yeah, it's good. It's not perfect. It's not his best album that he's ever made, but it is a solid album all the way through.
And it's long.
worth listening. Yeah, it's like an hour and 10 minutes, I think.
Dang. That's a lot of Eminem.
If you check out, so a couple of songs that really stick out in my head, Godzilla, you said it best. Chop, you said this earlier. I'm just going to quote you. He went full rap god at the end.
Yeah.
He goes so fast and so hard. Eminem is the greatest of all time at lyrics. He just is. In the hip hop rap world, Eminem can do lyrics better than
And me and
anybody
you
else.
talked about this. He's the greatest stylistically as well. Like, there's nobody that can even imitate all of the styles that he is proficient in.
So when Tupac released, like when Tupac went out there, right, and people heard and listened, a million people tried to emulate him. You know,
Yeah.
a million people tried to shut him down.
and you know some were better at it than others, but he had imitators. Dude, nobody can do what Eminem does.
There's some people that
There's some
sound like
people
him, but there's not people that can emulate his style as well as he can.
Right.
People can
So-
emulate Tupac at Tupac's level,
So
maybe
Tupac-
not lyrically, but like stylistically they can.
He definitely Tupac changed the game. Eminem also changed the game.
For sure.
The difference is Tupac is you can rip him off. You can rap like Tupac.
You
can't
can rap like Eminem too. I've heard people do it.
You can rap like
they
Eminem.
might
Not like
not
Eminem,
be
though.
able to do it for 25 fucking years and still drop albums that may be good and relevant. So I also saw it immediately when he dropped the album, but I got kind of robbed here. The way that I saw it was a news story that says Eminem drops a new fucking album promoting anti-gun laws.
No,
Right,
fuck that.
Right. Which I said immediately when you told me this. Like that's not what he's going.
So
going
right,
for,
but that's
feel.
how So hear me out. That's how I heard the fact that he dropped a new album, and I specifically did not go listen to it on purpose because I was I was worried.
You
that
let the media fuck with you.
I
dude.
was worried that it was gonna exactly. This is what I'm getting at. This is fucked up, right? Like,
Right. It is fucked up because you already know Eminem's whole thing is that he fucks with media and the media fucks with him. So that's exactly what he didn't want to happen, and you fucking let it happen.
So I saw that Eminem dropped the album. I listened to the Eminem album, right, like fresh, hot off the press, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
And then today, I woke up, I turned the news on, and Good Morning America is talking about how Eminem's in hot water because of some fucking do-do-do-do-do.
And Eminem
it's
does not sweat hot water.
Eminem is fucking pumping his, like, he just won because
now 5 million
on
other
Good
people
Morning
have
America,
listened.
they're talking about Eminem.
Yep.
This shit was calculated from the get-go. And he's always been controversial. He's always been on that edge of like, this is what I can get away with.
But he's
And
always
he did it again. Now, okay, so the first song, he went full rap god in Godzilla. There's another song, Darkness.
Yeah.
Darkness. Now, when I went out and told my guys in the shop, I was like, dude, Eminem dropped a new album. Where are you at? And they were like, all right, we're song number 4 or whatever. And I was like, have you listened to Darkness yet? And they were like, no, we haven't got there yet. We're gonna be there soon. And I was like, oh man,
It's fucked.
dude, it's darkness. It's dark. It's weird. And I applaud his like, I'm just gonna go for it.
Yeah. So to kind of piggyback off that, I think that's what's going to get him in trouble for sure. That and Stepdad.
What trouble? What trouble? What are
Well, he's not going to get in trouble as far as he's concerned, but as far as mainstream media, that's what they're going to get at him for.
So
right?
here's my hang up. Anybody that knows me knows that I obviously grew up with rap and the transition of like going to gangster rap from hip hop and then the underground. Like I love it. It's a huge piece of who I am for sure. And I've been a big fan of Eminem right out the gates, like ever since I first heard him. Mm-hmm. And I've always been a big proclaimer of like, fuck yeah, I get behind his shit. A lot of times he talks about things that mean something to me personally, and I can relate to it, right? So I love a lot of his music. A few years ago, probably about 5 years ago, he started bringing more political shit into it.
Nah.
Yes, he did.
Well, no. I'm not debating that.
Yes, he did. I'll show you the
I'm
fucking
not,
video.
No. I'm not arguing with you. What I'm saying is this is not that.
Right.
The media is finding reasons to be mad at Eminem,
But you're not
and they're projecting.
You're not letting me finish my thought. Without the media, I listened to that shit and I was like, dude, kind of fuck that. Like, stop it. You're not a politician. Fucking,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, I can get behind some of your shit. This shit I can't get behind.
Right,
Like,
but I don't want you to
just
sit here
fucking
and be
stop
like, Eminem, stop being political before you listen to it and know that
he's always been somewhat political, but I feel like he's always been on the right side of it for a lot of it. And now, I don't know. I feel like at some point it flip-flopped a little bit and he went more hardcore political. And so that's calmed me down with him. Like, I've been a little bit skeptical listening to his shit ever since then. You know what I mean? I've been a little more like, I don't know if I really feel that song or whatever. But I did hear a couple of clips from the new album earlier today, and I like what he's doing. And don't get me wrong, don't fuck up my words. He's one of the greatest of all times, without a fucking doubt. He's a Hall of Famer, fucking top of the motherfucking shit, yeah. For sure. One of the most creative people alive. I can't.
I want to pick it up from here. Lyrically, he is the GOAT.
Yeah.
Lyrically, he is the greatest of all time. And I don't think that there's room to debate this.
No, even if you disagree with what he's saying in his songs, you can't deny that his lyrics will
they're going to make
be applicable for a long time. And like 95% of the times, there's at least one song on every Eminem album that will give me chills and just be like, oh,
so
fuck.
like,
and
I
it's
don't
faster and smarter and sharper and hits harder. And dude, he's got it.
He's just so dynamic. Like, to be honest, I'm not a big fan of him, but I can respect like how well he puts things together, his thoughts, his words, his rhythm,
and he brings it
personalities.
Back. Dude,
it's crazy, dude.
I will say this: I'm not just sitting here sucking Eminem's dick because his hooks, his fucking chorus, that shit is whack. It's whack.
Not always. He's had a
Dude,
lot of fucking good ones, man.
On this album, I'm like, stop trying to sing. You already know you're not a singer. Don't sing.
You can't write a song without a bridge, homie.
I know.
All right.
Well,
So, I've been waiting for this moment, man. I've been waiting. You're hating on Eminem's hooks, right? And you're saying that the reason that he shouldn't write hooks is because Eminem can't sing. And I'm not going to fucking argue with that.
The reason M worked so well in the beginning is because he had Dre. Dre's not a rapper. Dre's a producer. Right? M's not a producer. M's a rapper. And now what we're seeing is M trying to step into this new world of rap and rap like the people today are rapping. And he's good at it. He is.
Yeah, but
What he's not
he's
good at
never
it-
produced any like number one artists like 50 Cent or Obi Trice or.
But he's not good at. But he's not good at the production and the hook and the like bringing people in. He's not. He's not writing or doing like
Motherfucker can't sing like
banger.
Adele. He can produce like a motherfucker.
Yeah. I'm with Chris on this. But the whole point that I wanted to make, and the reason I'm hyped, and the reason that I'm glad that you just said what you just said, is because it leads us into our other topic. And that is that you say that Eminem can't sing and he shouldn't sing. Mac Miller can't sing, and Mac Miller should have never fucking sung. And this album that came out post-mortem for Mac Miller is the worst fucking thing that's happened to music in like the last 30 fucking years.
Just because you go hard doesn't mean you're right, Chop.
No.
So look, Mac Miller started with like a real what was the song? Good Day. I don't remember what it was called, but
The Best Day.
The Best Day. I got hooked on Mac Miller because of that song. And this,
After he died,
and this album, no, it was before he died that I heard that song.
it was after he died that you
But-
liked that song.
But after he died, they've posthumously they've released this album.
Posthumously?
Humorously.
No, human.
Ominously.
Ominous. Anyway, so they've released this album, and it sounds nothing like Mac Miller of the past. It's something new.
Right.
And what I'm getting at is every artist evolves, right? And this new Mac Miller that we're getting to hear now
It's actually the early shit that you
is
never
supposed
heard.
to be the next evolution of Mac Miller. And what sucks about it is
Is it a
It got-
devolution?
no, it's so he
Reincarnation.
He went from being a hip hop star or a hip hop like a rapper to being it's almost jazzy. It's slow. It reminds me of like Citizen Cope.
He went from being a decent rapper to being a really, really, really shitty wannabe jazz artist.
I'm not going to say that it was great, but I'm not going to say it was bad either. I thought it was good. I thought it evolved. What I did hear in it is the struggles and trials that obviously led up to something that
I'm going to go ahead and
he
say,
didn't know was
say
about
this.
to happen.
Mac Miller is the Justin Bieber of the rap game. And before you completely hate on that statement, understand that Justin Bieber has fucking pipes.
And Lyme disease.
That kid can fucking sing.
All right, so I'm gonna preface this whole fucking conversation with this. I did not really like Mac Miller as a rapper when he was alive. I didn't
Ditto.
love his music. Like, he was okay. I'm not saying that I hated him. I'm not saying that he was bad. I'm saying that I didn't really like him.
Look, I'll get there. Here's what connected with me. This new Mac Miller album, I'm listening to it. It opens with Circles,
Which is the worst song I've ever
he-
heard in my entire life.
and he's got lyrics like I'm drawing a line, I'm starting, but I go back to the beginning, I'm drawing circle. The imagery was really good, the metaphor was good. You also know that he died shortly after doing this. He's
That's what that means.
he's
I
changed.
thought like he did it after he died.
He's changed.
Yeah, he's still writing songs, bro.
That's crazy, man.
He's rapping one way and now he's trying something different. You also heard the influence of like the drugs, dude. Straight up, this whole album sounds like
he's
somebody
on
that's
heroin.
on heroin.
Yeah.
Now heroin does one of two things to a musician, an artist. It either makes them really good or it kills them. Just so happens that it killed this guy.
Or both.
So here's what I was getting at with my Justin Bieber comment. Justin Bieber is a really good R&B artist, and he fucked up when he tried to go hard. That's where he fucked his whole career and most of his life up would be there. At the point where he tried to go gangster and go hard. He was a really great singer. He should have just kept doing his thing. Mac Miller is a really good rapper. He had a lot of talent there, and he fucked up when he tried to go to R&B.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here's what I'm going to say.
I liked it.
Objectively looking at this, and I really am trying to just look at it from an outside perspective and go, all right, this album, taking away all of the titles around it, all of the fame around it, all of the hype around it, every fucking piece, and just look at it objectively.
But you
as
can't
an
take
album.
that away because that's part of it. That's part of the
not.
whole ethos. Like,
It is, though. It's the same. Somewhat he's right. Because it kind of is. Because like you said, you weren't really a huge fan of Mac Miller, but you earned some respect after he
look,
passed
Heath
away.
Ledger, the
No,
reason...
no.
And you got some of that, like...
I'll chime
Look,
in.
Heath
I'm
Ledger
listening.
was great as the Joker, knowing that he died as the Joker. right? Mac Miller died with this mindset in his head.
Heath Ledger also did Brokeback Mountain before he did the Joker.
And my point
that's
is,
what hit hard to me.
If you objectively look at the album, it is bad. It is really, really, really bad.
I'm with Chop. Like he's separating it from the hype behind it.
Right.
Now,
he's looking at it
now,
objectively.
if you take the hype and put that behind it, and you still have that, and you look at like, all right, this was his struggle as an artist, and this is part of what he went through before he died, and you add those elements in, sure, it gives a better look into his life. It's still really bad music.
Nah. Nah, I liked it. To me, it sounded like Citizen Cope, and I like Citizen Cope. It's definitely more jazzy. It's not hip hop. It's not a banger. It's not.
It goes back.
Club music. That's not what it is, and
Right.
I feel like that's what people wanted. And because that's not what they got, it
goes back to what I was originally saying. You said that Eminem should not fucking sing a hook because Eminem can't sing. Mac Miller can't sing worth a fuck, and he made an entire album post his death that was him singing on heroin, and it is bad. It's not good.
Bam.
Sometimes heroin makes it better. No bam. There's no fucking mic drop there.
No, there is.
There's that big mic drop. There's so much silence right there.
Listen to the album. Listen to the album objectively.
I haven't listened to much of it, but what I know, drop
the mic.
But what I know for sure, speaking a little bit to Chop shit, is like I wasn't a big fan of Mac Miller until, like you said, after he died, and for me, it was because through some of that and learning about who he was as a person, I respect his struggle. I respect the fact that he had something from the time he was little bitty, and he struggled, and he made it. When it's all said and done, he made it, and I got a lot of respect for that. You know what I mean?
Well, and to pick it up and take it in a new direction now, because we've beat this horse in the ground. Best Day Ever, Mac Miller, Best Day Ever is a great song, and I feel like anybody that listens to it is better for at least a few moments. Like
I can get behind that and validate that.
Is it kind of like Michael Jackson's song?
That's where I was going to go.
Man in the Mirror.
So, Man in the Mirror is another great song that take all the dogma away from it, take all the bullshit, and just take that song, listen to that in a vacuum. And if everybody woke up in the morning and listened to Man in the Mirror, the entire world would be better for 10 seconds.
Another one. Marvin Gaye, What's Going On? That whole album is something like that.
Dude, there's a lot of them out there.
Yeah.
What a Wonderful World.
What a Wonderful World's good.
Oh, man.
Wow. I have some kind of maybe ones that maybe everybody doesn't know, but I think they definitely fit the script. There is
Ain't No Mountain. Country Roads.
Get back to me in 1 second, and I'll tell you the names of them.
Yeah, I think there's a few songs that if people just listen, it could change your whole day. You know,
Mm-hmm.
if you listen to Man in the Mirror, if you listen to What a Wonderful World, you're gonna be a better person. And yeah, you're gonna forget about it and you'll move on. But for a few minutes, you might be a better person.
So speaking about a mirror, random interjection. I heard that like in retail places where they have customer service and people return things, a lot of times they'll put a mirror in the background of like the service counter because people are less likely to be dicks if they can see themselves in the mirror.
That's smart.
I know that.
Isn't that crazy?
So the ones that I was going to say are there's a song called Can't Hold Me Down by Grizz. And that's a really like, at least for me, it's a really like just I need to make this day better and like I need to be my best self today kind of thing, you know?
Empowering music?
Yeah. And there's another one called Belgrade, and it's by Battle Tapes, and it's the same kind of way. It's like it's the most just you get that I'm on top of the fucking world feeling. Like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking kick today's ass. Like I'm fucking nailing it.
Happy, bro.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
That type of shit.
Same kind of shit.
I have a whole playlist in my music. Like I have a whole playlist just based on that. Like it doesn't matter what kind of mood you're in. If you listen to this music, like
you'll be better. Yeah,
it'll bring you to a better place. Yeah, it's just happy music. Kind of like people have like the breakup fucking burned albums, right? Yeah, like the breakup playlist, and then you got
I
like
hate you, bitch.
Oh god, I never thought I'd say.
Yeah, now, everybody knows those songs. But
hell
like,
to the no.
Everybody's got those motivational songs too, and for me, those two are probably like lesser known than maybe like Man in the Mirror or something like that. But they're both like really just fuck yeah, I'm gonna nail today. Like I fucking got this songs. And
That was one of the big things about Tupac that not a lot of people know is behind all the gangster rap, he had a lot of like anti-racial, motivational, anti-sexist music out there. That
For sure.
He had a whole song that I think the title was "I'll Never Call You Bitch Again," and it was basically just trying to do away with the word "bitch" to talk about the women. You know?
And there's one called "They Wonder Why You Call They Wonder Why You Call You Bitch."
Yeah,
that one.
Yeah,
it's like a total flop,
But I mean, just across the board, like there's definitely some empowering music behind there.
All right, so I want to take this a step further, and maybe we can give our listeners a little bit more insight into.
I'm going to pour some shots while you're doing that.
All right, yeah.
Songs white people get turned to.
No, we'll get there. I want to do one in between.
All right.
So this is to get our listeners to know a little bit more about our personalities as individuals. What's your guilty pleasure song?
Ooh, so there's a new one. I have a new guilty pleasure song that is my current guilty pleasure song. It's The Tones and I. It's called Dance For Me. Or Dance Monkey. That's what it's called.
Dance Monkey?
It's called Dance Monkey. And it's totally, to me, it fits right in what we were just talking about. Like, just like Happy. Like, it's just a happy song.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel you.
And it's my guilty pleasure song. My kids think it's stupid, which is kind of crazy because it's new music. I thought it would be more geared towards them, but I like it and they don't.
I'll throw mine out there real quick. R. Kelly remix to Ignition.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Dude, I love that song so much. That's such a good song.
All right, I'll go ahead and throw mine down. This is going to go pretty hard. So I have two main ones, and it's Skater Boy by Avril Lavigne and TikTok by Kesha.
Ooh. I understand Skater Boy. I get it. You're a skater kid, and you're like, yeah, hot chick singing.
Yeah, I was in like 6th, 7th grade when that song came out, and she was a hot emo chick that was singing about skater kids, and I was a skater kid.
Dude, I can tell you this.
You're like, I can fuck Avril Lavigne.
Yeah.
Some of my kids watched Spider-Man Far From Home last night, and the opening song to that is Whitney Houston. Oh,
yeah.
That song came on, and I felt it. Felt it in my soul. I was like, hell yeah, that's a good-ass song.
I like disco, man. Disco's my go-to.
Yeah, 80s music.
Damn, disco? Huh?
Like Chic, yeah. Like My Feet Keep Dancing. Oh,
I didn't. I'm not judging. I just didn't expect that.
What about? Okay, so Chic. That you're talking 70s.
Yeah.
What about like 80s? If you go like Ace of Base. Like Ace of Base.
That's exactly where I was gonna go.
That's like nostalgic, I guess. Like
80s music is totally my.
I like more the Rhythm of the Night.
Yeah.
That song. That's more like guilty pleasure.
Talk.
Yeah. Come on, girl. You're like, yeah.
Betty Davis Eyes by Kim Carnes. Dude, full 80s music. 99 Red Balloons. One thing, definitely a guilty pleasure of mine.
One thing I do want to drop in here before we move on to something else, and you just reminded me with the
Betty Davis Eyes.
Yeah, Betty White just had her 98th birthday.
I saw that too.
Jesus Christ, that bitch will never die.
No,
dude, he's gonna live forever.
Yeah, dude, I love Betty White. That's another one of my guilty pleasures. I think we touched on that last week. Like, what's your guilty fucking show that you watch? Mine's definitely Golden Girls.
She looks the same, dude. When you see pictures of her when she's like 19, and now she's just like an old.
Well, she was probably 59 then, but
no, not even that. Like, there's pictures of her like black and white, like from World War II times, and she's just like. They didn't even have color back then. They'd have to like pencil it in and shit.
You know what's crazy about the Golden Girls is the mom on that show was one of the youngest ones on the show.
I love that.
Estelle Getty.
I love that fucking meme with the Grim Reaper and he's at a claw machine and he's like, "Come on, Betty White," and he's like, "God damn it, who the fuck is Juice WRLD?"
I hope she lives forever.
I do too.
You can hope in one hand and shit in the other and see it fills up first.
Dude, I think if she keeps smoking weed with fucking Snoop Dogg, she'll be all right.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg's gonna smoke her out and take her.
All right,
position.
let's take these shots and then talk about songs white people get turned to.
All right.
Got to go physician. Break for nature.
Keep going. Drink.
Wait, what?
We're live.
Drink.
I thought we were breaking for nature.
Shots. Yeah, I didn't know it was that high proof.
Dude, I like it. I like it.
That's some strong shit, dude.
I can feel it in my loins.
Ugh. Man, I saw this video of this guy that he had a coyote. He cut backstrap out of a coyote, and he was like, "I don't eat the legs. I ate the legs, and it tastes like dog. It's gross." But he ate a fucking backstrap. Fucking gnarly, dude.
Wait, that means he's eating dog, and he's like, nope, the legs taste like
He was
dog.
in Canada.
Oh, yeah, Canadians eat dogs.
Well, he was like, I guess he was trying to hunt deer, and this coyote ran out there, and he was like, I'm going to cut the backstrap out.
Y'all are broken.
It was fucking gross, dude.
All right, songs white people get turned to.
Shit.
Just a small town
Down,
girl.
Yeah.
Living in a
That's
lonely
easy.
world.
What about
I got that one on random radio pulling out of a bar on
Keep
last
on
Saturday
Rocking
night.
Me, Baby?
Steve Miller, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep, Steve Miller. Most things Steve Miller, most things Journey. Most
Leonard
Oh,
Skinner.
Journey.
Leonard Skinner.
Dude,
most
Journey,
things Bon Jovi.
Journey was my first concert ever. And I'm like, I didn't know how fucking stoked I would be about that, like 15 years down the road, but I'm still fucking stoked that was my first concert ever.
Yeah. Dude, Bon Jovi, anything Bon Jovi.
Rush.
Rush has some of them.
Rush is great, dude. And man, we lost one of the greatest drummers that's ever happened.
Yeah,
you
we
know,
did. For
like
sure.
that. It didn't bum me out like when Tom Petty died, which is another one that kind of
Right.
fits here.
Right.
But yeah, man, Neil Peart was one of the best drummers that's ever happened, and now Rush is not Rush anymore.
Right.
I mean, I'm not saying they can't do something. I'm just saying
Yeah.
they're not the same.
Yeah, for sure. I know what you're saying. It's kind of like when Bradley died. Sublime is just kind of no more.
Yeah, Sublime can still like make
Play Sublime songs, but like it's not going to be the same.
right.
But yeah, I don't know. There was another one that was just in my... Oh, AC/DC. Pretty much any AC/DC song would get some white people turned. I feel like. In a different way, but...
You think it's only white people that get down to AC/DC and Aerosmith and...
I think it's predominantly white people that get down to AC/DC and Aerosmith.
Oh man, the world needs to know that. And dude, they're fucking good. What about
sure.
Queen?
That'll get some white people
No,
turned.
Bohemian
no,
Rhapsody?
No,
Yeah,
everyone
for
will get
sure.
turned to Queen if you put
Bohemian
that.
Rhapsody,
If you fire
yeah.
that shit off in a stadium,
Oh, yeah.
everyone gets fired up.
Under Pressure. That one, too.
That's Dave Bowie, isn't it?
And Freddie Mercury. They're both in that song.
Yeah,
White people get turned to that.
for sure.
Ice Ice Baby.
Oh, yeah, dude. You could start getting into, like, the Cupid Shuffle. That'll get some drunk white girls turned.
Wonderwall.
Tell me I'm wrong. Wonderwall, yeah. Oasis.
Yeah, my wife asked me to quit singing Oasis.
You've been singing it for years, babe. You gotta stop.
I said maybe.
Yeah.
Sweet Home Alabama.
Yeah, that'll do it too. What about like, damn, pretty much. I feel like classic rock, like just
Yeah.
it's like cheating almost. Like yeah, I was gonna say like, all right, we go into fucking Guns N' Roses or something like that, but I feel like that's cheating.
But okay, maybe hip hop or rap needs to, or R&B or jazz. Maybe they need to start sampling this shit because that's great music.
Yeah,
It really is.
for sure.
More people need to get turned to this shit than just white people.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, look, we're already fucking leeching off of their music. Like,
Yeah, for sure. Let's go the other way around. One thing, so I don't know. I just kind of want to mention it because I think it's cool. But they did a project a while back where they had this was really a while back now, like probably 7 to 10 years ago. But they had EDM artists get together with old musicians or sample old musicians, one of the two, depending on how they got paired up or whatever. And that's what led to songs with like Skrillex and The Doors and things like that. And that whole fucking project that they did was really fucking cool.
I like that song. Breaking a sweat. It's all right. Yeah,
Yeah.
Skrillex.
But they did a whole project where like that was one of the songs where Skrillex got paired with The Doors, and obviously he sampled that song and
Yeah,
kind
'cause
of
Jim Morrison isn't composing anymore.
right. No, he's decomposing now. But they did a whole thing with that where they paired people together, and I think it was a really cool project. I wish that we would do more shit like that.
Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, something like Leonard Skinner and Steve Miller, Beach Boys.
Oh, everyone loves Beach Boys. Everyone loves
Beatles.
the Beastie Boys.
Rolling Stones.
Beastie Boys transcended also.
Yeah, they did.
I think I would bet that Rolling Stones transcended. I don't know. We need some diversity in this garage.
Yeah. Some outside input, maybe.
Look, if you're not white, even if you're just off white, tell us if some of these artists are crossing lines for you.
For sure. For sure. So, guys, I think that about wraps it up for this week, but the Whiskey and Whiskers website is up. It's whiskeyandwhiskerspodcast.com. If you'd like to support the show, there's a link to our Patreon account with pledges starting at just $1. At whiskeyandwhiskerspodcast.com, you can also find links to the show no matter how you choose to listen: iTunes, YouTube, Spotify, Google Play, and your favorite podcasting apps. And there are links to our social media on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Again, that's whiskeyandwhiskerspodcast.com. We got new episodes every week. We'll see you next Monday.